Back live here in the Gaming Weekly, everybody. Adrian, Matt, and XboxFreakPete at GameSide and partner. In just a moment, we're about to witness the official tournament to crown the #1 contender to face Butters, the champion. Last week in TGW, we saw the crowning of Butters becoming the first ever MultiVersus free-for-all champion. In this video, we're going to be seeing the #1 contender. It is going to be a blast here tonight. Partner, what do you think of this? This is going to be great action.
First off, like I said, the last week, don't call me partner. Second off, I'm not as excited to see this match. I mean, I kind of am, but I kind of not because, for one, it's the same two competitors. Second off, it's two Finns. I'm tired of seeing two Finns, but I will give these two competitors credit. They did earn a #1 title opportunity, so them battling that out for the championship because Butters couldn't make it. That tells me that these are some good competitors despite Newt's, loss streak.
I don't know how you can actually sit there and say that you're tired of seeing these TGW superstars, regardless of the characters they choose. I'm actually having a blast calling the action. These are great stuff, and, well, this is great stuff. We're going to continue on. Enjoy the video. It is for the official #1 contendership to face Butters, the champion.
Tell you to stick to mystery.
Last week, the Gaming Weekly crowned a new MultiVersus champion for the free-for-all title. It was Butters, the champion himself, who actually won the title. Tonight, MultiVersus will continue on, and we're going to be actually crowning a contender to face Butters again for the championship up for grabs the next time the Gaming Weekly delivers a MultiVersus championship match. So this is going to be interesting. JH5Q returns here tonight against the upstart Pro Gamer. The two are battling back and forth. Remember the rules here, Xbox. You must battle back and forth and eliminate the opponent. With the amount of points, though, if you have the highest amount of points by the end of the game, you actually will win and advance throughout the contendership. Adrian, Matt, and XboxFreakPete at GameSide in partner. This is going to be an absolutely incredible broadcast.
Well, it won't be too incredible if the commentators keep getting hit by the competitors. But anyway, I'm excited to be here tonight playing MultiVersus, but I'm not too excited to be commentating because you're here.
Of course, every single week, whenever I get to carry you, though. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, we got some great news, though. We understand that the Gaming Weekly, again, the normalcy of TGW will forever change. Well, it's never going to be the same again.
Sounds interesting.
So I cannot wait for that one.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe you're going to be gone from commentary.
I mean, at this point, anything can happen. So, we'll see.
And at this moment in time, anything can happen, too, in this matchup there. Pro Gamer is currently dominating with 4 points. And look at this, JH5Q has 2, though. But Pro Gamer at 4 is dictating the pace of the matchup. Look at JH5Q here, landing on his feet, going after none other than Shaggy. It is Finn versus Shaggy, of course. Oh, look at this. JH5Q almost falling off. He's actually all fired up right now at the moment. And oh, my lord, a great shot there by Pro Gamer.
Bouncing off the roof and falling towards the depths of Hades there, taking him out. Pro Gamer is certainly a pro, considering the fact that he's in control of the game.
Well, this is his first night, Pro Gamer's first night. And just imagine, just like Butters attending his first TGW broadcast last week, winning the championship. Imagine if Pro Gamer on his first night wins the contendership. A golden ticket to face the champion. Look at this, though. Pro Gamer almost got eliminated here. Again, MultiVersus, a very incredible, fast-paced, brute-like game. It is all fast-paced, as you can see there, and GH5Q, though, climbing back into the ranks now up to 3 points. Pro Gamer still winning the game here with 5 points, but XboxFreakPete, I'll tell you this much, it really is unpredictable. You have no idea what's going to happen next. For all we know, probably in a couple of minutes, GH5Q is going to gain control of the matchup. We just have no idea.
Fighting games like Smash and MultiVersus and Nick All-Star Brawl are very unpredictable when it comes like the the styles of the fighters, different maneuvers, different ways to kill your opponents. Games like these are very unpredictable.
Yeah, a bunch of different combinations and maneuvers that you can implement here tonight. JH5Q in trouble yet again, but it looks like Pro Gamer using Shaggy here. There's a headbutt there. JH5Q almost fell off, and again, the body and frame, the composition of JH5Q almost collapsing, but Pro Gamer now in trouble. Look at this. Pro Gamer just got eliminated. The new leader, none other than JH5Q. JH5Q now is taking the control and leads of this matchup here, Xbox.
Yeah, JH5Q is currently in the lead here, and I believe that the fans would also agree that I'm kind of carrying you on commentary.
Hey, listen, I'm carrying you every single week. Why don't you actually cater to Adrian's friends? Anyways, as you can see,
subjective opinion.
Yeah, an appropriate opinion. JH5Q though getting launched off now.
A false one.
Pro Gamer with a kick, and now we got the new leader. The new leader. Pro Gamer at 8, JH5Q at 6. 33 seconds at the top there. You can see the time is slowly ticking down. At the moment, the suspense begins of the build. Pro Gamer back into the matchup. There's a shot there by JH5Q. Pro Gamer now trying to alleviate the pain and pressure, but he cannot do so. JH5Q, though, trying to scratch and claw to the top. He is still losing. It's JH5Q. Pro Gamer trying to maintain the momentum that he's garnered throughout the matchup. There's a right hand miss through up and over the top. JH5Q with the great maneuvers there, but is it going to be enough? There's only 8 seconds left in this matchup now. Pro Gamer continues the assault and pressure. JH5Q desperately trying to get himself into this matchup. Can he actually do so? You got to be kidding me at the last second. JH5Q at the last second. Exactly what we were talking about. Unpredictability here tonight. At the last second, JH5Q won the matchup. JH5Q going to be advancing throughout the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Has a chance to face the champion, Butters, but there's a lot more, though.
Pro Gamer with the miss input, jumping into the zone when he's too close to it, giving GHQ the victory there. It was a pretty good match by both competitors, but at the end of the match, GH5Q moves on.
GH5Q does indeed move on. A great show of display from Pro Gamer, but he was not Bro tonight. It was GH5Q in his game and in his element. Advances in the tournament in this contendership stream. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gaming Weekly continuing on this brand new game known as MultiVersus. Up next, we got brand new TGW Superstars. It is Entomb Newt versus Shy Flows. The two will be battling. The winner of that match will then face none other than the winner of this match, which was JH5Q. We'll see you after this break.
Out here.
You're an idiot. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And now we're continuing the round here for the contenderships. Moments ago, we saw the incredible round between Pro Gamer and JH5Q. JH5Q defeated Pro Gamer. He's going to be advancing in this contendership tournament. Now it's in between Entomb Newt and Shy Flows here tonight, as my broadcast colleague XboxFreakPete is being an idiot, but nonetheless, partner, this is going to be a great matchup here between Shy Flows and Entomb Newt here.
A ball just came flying towards us, and you are going to blame that on me. Okay.
Well, it seemed like you were attacking me. I was focusing in the game, by the way. I'm like, no, you're not even focusing at all. As a commentator, you're supposed to focus. No, not at all. Because we're supposed to call this action. Entomb Newt, who again is continuing the attack now. And look at, oh my, Entomb Newt just launched. And for some reason, my broadcast colleague is the new leader. But disregard that, folks, because it's Shy Flows and Entomb Newt. And again, either of these two will be.
That.
Disregard it. You're not involved in the game. You're a broadcast commentator. You're supposed to be unbiased. Well, it's either Shy Flows or Entomb Newt. And Shy Flows was launched again. There's the third time landing on his feet. It's Finn versus Finn. Oh, wait a minute. Entomb Newt, though, with a shot. Entomb Newt now is in control. There's your new leader. How about that, partner?
One thing that I've actually noticed is, you know, a lot of people actually play as Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I just said on commentary about 30 seconds ago.
I don't recall you saying Jack about Finn.
Well, clean out your ears.
How about you pay attention to what I'm saying? Because that is...
How about you pay attention to the game? Because Entomb Newt almost got eliminated, but he is the leader at the moment.
Listen to each other.
Broadcast commentators that are supposed to help each other as well, which is not what you're doing to me. Anyways, as you can see, Shy Flows once again being launched. And Entomb Newt, I guess, got the leadership there, but nonetheless, And Tomb Newt, who's battling here with that sword with Finn. You can see the crown at the top.
Dude.
Yeah, you're sorry, all right.
Well, I'm not calling you dude, but I mean, like, I was trying to hit you, but he kind of got in the crosshairs. And he went sword into the blast zone.
It's what MultiVersus is all about, and I have to agree with something you said last week, how there really is no spectating option, so it's going to be quite tricky for us to really spectate, but nevertheless, it is doable, and Tomb Newt is making sure he is continuing his pressure on a Shy Flows. Remember, Shy Flows was in TGW a couple of months back. He makes his return here tonight, looking to make a name for himself in this contendership tournament. And in Tomb Newt, though, we've seen him a couple of times on Rocket League as well. Can tonight be the night, though, that Tomb Newt actually wins the game? In fact, behind the scenes, Tomb Newt was a little aggravated over the fact that he couldn't win the big one. Tonight could be the night that he does.
But tonight could also be the night that he does not win, as he just got launched into the blast zone with, well, me and the two Finns are tied. It seems that you're in last place as always.
Not involved in the story, as reporting as well. And Tomb Newt and Shy Flows currently are tied 4 points apiece. There's a minute and 30 seconds left. Look at this. The battle is just continuing here. Is Shy Flows going to lose? Yes, he does. And Tomb Newt up to 8 and now dominating at this juncture. What a vicious assault moments ago. And now Shy Flows seems to be in distress at the moment after being battered and bruised throughout the entire game. This is what MultiVersus is all about. We're glad that you're joining us here tonight in this contendership tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, it's currently 8-4. Newt is currently in control of the match point-wise and percentage-wise. 12-2. Newt is in a great position here.
In Tomb Newt, ladies and gentlemen, he's really taking the fight to Shy Flows. And Shy Flows now not really flowing in this game.
Yeah, it seems that Shy Flows.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, 1-16, complete domination by Tomb Newt here. Shy Flow should just might as well flow towards the blast zone until the game ends, because it's clear that Shy Flows has no chance of winning.
Domination, decimation, and also dissection here tonight. A systematical dissection from Tomb Newt, who continues his way, and Shy Flows realizes and said, hey, you know what, I'm losing, so might as well just fall off. And Tomb Newt is celebrating here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's GH5Q versus Tomb Newt up next in this tournament for the contendership. And Tomb Newt
Seems like
a very...
I appreciate you,
You were going to interrupt me, so I just
I
let you
appreciate you interrupting me. I was going to say, it seems that Shy Flows took my advice and he SD'd like 3 times near the end of the match, as you were saying. Go on.
I was just going to say it was a clear-cut decimation from Tomb Newt. If you're GH5Q, you have to watch out, because it really is going to be a huge battle up next between these two superstars. You're in some mood tonight.
I have my reasons.
Intensity, the anticipation beginning to build here tonight. This is for all the marbles. This is for everything on the line. This is for everything on the table. This is for the #1 contendership to battle. Butters for the championship on MultiVersus. Adrian, Matt, and XboxFreakPete at GameSide and partner. This is going to be a lot of fun here to witness the final match between the two. GH5Q, the winner of the first round, and Tomb Newt, the winner of the second round. The battle does continue here tonight, and the winner will be facing Butters.
Yeah, first off, don't call me partner. Second off, I'm sick and tired of seeing two Finns continuously fight each other. It doesn't matter who's playing them. It's just two Finns all the time.
Okay, I'll just call you, by the way, the person I carry every week.
No,
and why are you tired? It's a lot of fun nonetheless. The gameplay's fun. It's fresh. It's unique. This is great. I'm on the edge of my seat at the moment. This is something I did not expect. GH5Q and Tomb Newt. These two are battling back and forth. In fact, they're tied at the moment. They're neck and neck, eye to eye, man to man. The winner that will be facing Butters for the championship. Let's talk about the stories here, Xbox. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of writing here. For Entomb Newt over the past couple of months, we've been seeing and witnessing Entomb Newt battle on Rocket League, but he lost in every single battle. He lost in every single game. Entomb Newt became furious. Entomb Newt couldn't accept the fact that he was losing every single time. Well, tonight could be the night for Entomb Newt to mark out his moment, to stand out in TGW, and to make sure he finally gets a moment here in the Gaming Weekly and could potentially win a championship down the road as well.
Yeah, Newt, as we all know, is currently on a losing streak of a lifetime. Him facing GH5Q tonight may be his end to his losing streak, but we'll see.
Both of these superstars almost neck and neck. In fact, they have both 2 points, but look at the percentage-wise. They're both at 140, and Entomb Newt now at 4. Entomb Newt at 4. Entomb Newt was able to whip up a maneuver there that launched GH5Q out of the map. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to actually get out of here. I mean, it's we're in the middle of this entire war at the moment. We're in no man's land, but Entomb Newt, though, has been dominating with Finn at the moment. GH5Q, look at this, in a peculiar situation, almost losing at that point in time, but Entomb Newt right on top. GH5Q. GH5Q at 1, Entomb Newt at 4. Entomb Newt now picking up the momentum that he has.
Newt is actually in a great position, a full stock lead, plus, his opponent's currently at 41%, while Newt is still in his first stock. That's actually really good for him.
And GH5Q, though, makes it up to 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great matchup. A matchup that's going to determine the #1 contender to face Butters, the champion. Entomb Newt looking to end his losing streak. For GH5Q, on the other hand, folks, GH5Q also wants to carve out a legacy here in TGW. GH5Q wants to make sure that he becomes the champion. There is so much story, there is so much prestige, and there is so much on the line. For these two superstars, it is about to get real for them. And Entomb Newt with a shot to the midsection. GH5Q, of course, now back on the assault. Entomb Newt battles. There's a miss through. GH5Q with a shot. You saw a GH5Q Xbox. Very smart, sort of like a boxer at times, was jabbing in and out and waiting for Entomb Newt to hit so GH5Q could back off for a little bit, thus making Entomb Newt miss.
Yeah, GH5Q, like the very smart player, Newt, you piece of garbage. Anyway.
Well, Entomb Newt now at 7 points. GH5Q at 7. We're both at 7 points apiece with 43 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a big one here. Entomb Newt and GH5Q really are battling back and forth, scratching and clawing to the top of the TGW mountain to dethrone Butters, the champion. Folks, this is a big one.
Yeah, I mean, after that shot by Newt, I am actually rooting for GH5Q, but considering he's in the lead of 11-6 with 17 seconds left, I believe Newt is going to actually win a game for once.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's tonight the night that Entomb Newt marks his legacy. It's tonight the night that his losing streak ends. Entomb Newt, this kid who joined TGW a couple of months. Oh my God, I don't know where we're at the last second. They're both tied. They're both tied. We're in overtime at the moment, right? No, Entomb Newt doesn't. Entomb Newt wins. Entomb Newt wins. Entomb Newt's losing streak is over. I guess at the last second, it crowned Entomb Newt. Right?
They was tied 10-10.
Well, they were tied, but it said at the last second that Entomb Newt won. I guess it's going by percentage. I'm assuming that Entomb Newt won the entire match because Entomb Newt had a lesser percentage than GH5Q at that moment.
Maybe.
That's how it's going by.
Maybe that's what it was.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. So we are being told that in the next TGW stream, both gentlemen will advance in the championship rounds. Congratulations to both, ladies and gentlemen. That is correct. Both GH5Q and Entomb Newt will advance. Now get this. Entomb Newt is going to be facing Butters for the champion. The winner of that match will then face GH5Q. So both gentlemen have a title shot.
That's fair, that's some good decisioning by the board. I am fully behind it.
Great management here. And ladies and gentlemen, what a stream. Something that's never happened really in the history of TGW. At the last second, both superstars ending in a tie, the board of directors intervening live in the broadcast. This is something that is unpredictable, and that's what it's all about here in the Gaming Weekly. You have no idea what's going to happen next. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time in the Championship Edition. In the Championship round, Butters, the champion, defends the title against GH5Q, and the winner of that match is going to be facing Entomb Newt or vice versa. We have an incredible TGW broadcast for you. Lives will be altered, careers will change, and tonight we're going to be crowning a new #1 contender, folks. A developing story has developed. Originally, these two were going to be facing the champions Butters, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, we got some breaking news. The champion himself cannot make it, therefore, once again, it is a rematch. GH5Q and Entomb Newt, who battled before, are now battling again to see who's going to be the #1 contender here tonight to face Butters in the future.
Yeah, a pretty good match, you know, from these two competitors the last time around. So to see them battling, battling it out once again, you know, like it's a pleasure to witness.
Much of a pleasure to be here at Gameside. Adrian, Matt, and XboxFreakPete at Gameside. And here we go, folks. Let's go ahead and dissect this entire matchup thus far. You know, there's some interesting developing stories dealing with Entomb Newt. Entomb Newt, by the way, Xbox is actually playing with an eye infection, but he did tell us that he is so determined that he is not going to let that slip by, the chance, the opportunity to become a #1 contender. So much respect for Entomb Newt.
Spider-Man probably put some dirt in his eye, but like that won't keep Newt from competing in this matchup.
I thought it was webs. Anyways, GH5Q, though, desperately trying to battle back into this matchup. There's Entomb Newt now making it up to his feet into the middle of the entire frame of the map. GH5Q now using the character of Finn, and Entomb Newt using the character of Finn as well. Finn versus Finn, a very popular choice a lot of the TGW players tend to choose, and you're not that much of a huge fan of Finn.
No, well, I mean, I would actually like Finn a lot more, if not 95% of these MultiVersus matches that we have commentated have not been contested between two Finn players.
But nonetheless, though, it's great action here tonight, back and forth action. Look at this, GH5Q, though, is actually down to 0. Look at this, beating a ton out of none other than Entomb Newt, and Entomb Newt got eliminated. GH5Q is up to 4. GH5Q now in the driver's seat. GH5Q is going to make sure that he is going to become the #1 contender. For GH5Q to propel his TGW tenure, his career to the top of the mountain, to make sure that he becomes the champion. In order, though, for him, GH5Q, to become a champion, he's got to knock off Entomb Newt tonight so he can battle Butters and win perhaps that championship. So Xbox, there's a lot of pressure for GH5Q as well.
Yeah, GH5Q may be in the lead 4-1, but that does not mean that Newt cannot make a comeback. You know, Newt may be on a losing streak, but you know, Newt is no slouch.
No, not at all. And tonight he's showing something here tonight. Look at this, a shot to the midsection from behind, and Entomb Newt going after GH5Q. GH5Q a little bit of in trouble, and GH5Q turning around looking at Entomb Newt. We talked about Entomb Newt, the story behind Entomb Newt, the fact that he's been facing a losing streak over the past couple of months. Can tonight be the night, though, that he officially diminishes that losing streak, able to knock off GH5Q and advance into the tournament in the finals for the championship? That would make Entomb Newt's day, and you know what? That would actually help Entomb Newt wonders here in TGW to really carve out a legacy.
Newt is currently at 114%, losing 1-4. Newt is actually in a very bad position. GH5Q now with the spinning move getting him to death. It's 8-0.
8-0, minute left in this matchup, but there's one thing that we know about MultiVersus. It could be any man's game, even in the last couple of seconds. We've seen that happen in the past. But Entomb Newt is at 0. We're at 50 seconds, so perhaps you're right, partner. GH5Q may very well win this matchup right now. He does have the crown. Can it be symbolic for him to win the entire tournament tonight? Remember, Butters, the champion, was supposed to defend the title against these two superstars. Butters cannot make it, therefore the matchup is going to be postponed. The winner of this matchup, GH5Q versus Entomb Newt, will then face Butters for the championship another time in TGW. And look at the strength, look at the power, look at the maneuvers from Entomb Newt. Really using Finn as a great resource right now here tonight.
Yeah, and also to point out, since the blast zone is closing in, you know, the opponent can actually get eliminated much quicker, much easier. So for
Please don't tell me.
why,
Xbox.
why did that happen?
Oh my.
Why? Why did that happen?
Well,
Oh my god. Dude,
I
that
just
was
re-invited you.
that was good commentary.
Adrian, Matt, and XboxFreakPete at game side, and folks, tonight it really is going to be an intense match. What do you say, partner?
Yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are once again seeing JH5Q versus Entomb Newt, Finn versus Finn. Can't get any more. Okay. Anyway, like I just got. Can you stop attacking the commentators? But like anyway, it is always a pleasure, in all honesty, to see the competitors battle it out. But like I'm just sick.
I'll tell you one thing here, Xbox. The board of directors were just telling me right now that they are watching intently and they are going to be on the edge of their seats to see who's going to be winning and advancing to face Butters for the championship. A little bit of interesting story here. Entomb Newt, by the way, is battling with an eye infection. That is correct, folks. Entomb Newt currently has an eye infection, but that's not going to deter Entomb Newt. In fact, Newt told us before the broadcast that he was determined, that he was focused, that he was not going to let this opportunity slip by.
I mean, Spider-Man probably put some like dirt in his eye, you know.
How can Spider-Man put dirt in his eye?
Have you ever watched Spider-Man 3?
No.
Well, you don't understand the drift. Can you stop attacking?
I thought it was webs. Anyway, listen, I just thought perhaps it's symbolic for him to become the #1 contender to face Butters down the road. I'll tell you, we talked about the story for Entomb Newt. Entomb Newt has been losing over the past couple of months. He's been involved in a losing streak. He lost many times on Rocket League. Well, tonight could be the night, though, that Entomb Newt breaks that losing streak, is now controlling the pace, has the crown. Entomb Newt has a great chance in becoming the #1 contender.
Yeah, these two competitors are currently lagging all over my screen, so like I don't know if like we're seeing the same exact thing. But what I do see is, for one, you just got hit, and for two, Entomb Newt is in the lead.
And, by the way, for another reason, I'm carrying you on commentary here tonight. Look, that's JH5Q, now the new leader. JH5Q is now the new leader. Talked about Entomb Newt, but we have to talk about JH5Q. JH5Q has been here in TGW over the past few months. He's never become a champion. He would love to become a champion, to carve out a legacy, and to climb up into the mountain, to dethrone Butters, to become a champion for the first time in his TGW tenure. And that's what it's all about here, part of the Gaming Weekly, folks, trying to make a name for yourself. And for these two superstars, there is so much intensity, there's so much focus, and there's so much pressure being able to build inside. The matchup continuing. There was a shot now into Newt, meaning GH5Q down below. There's a shot again. These two going back and forth. Great combinations at this point in time here, Xbox.
Yeah, pretty even scores, pretty even percents. This match is starting.
And GH5Q here. Yeah, 1 minute and 17 seconds. You can see at the top of your screen, it is ticking down below, folks. Who's going to be the #1 contender? Remember the developing story. Butters originally was scheduled to defend the championship, but he couldn't make it here tonight. Therefore, the winner of this match between the two #1 contenders will be facing Butters next week in TGW. JH5Q and Entomb Newt really scratching and clawing. They're putting a beating on each other here. And the assault continues.
As the Blaststone is starting to shrink, these two competitors must be more anxious about their position, because one wrong move can mean they are going right into the Blaststone and getting eliminated.
These two have to raise the bar. They have to do what they can to catapult their tenure to the next stratosphere, as I mentioned many times before. And when the zone begins to shrink, it becomes much easier to eliminate the opponent, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the percentage. 114 for Entomb Newt now. Oh, no, wait a minute. Entomb Newt went out of the map. There we go. GH5Q up to 9 points. Entomb Newt at 3. We have 15 seconds left. Here we go. The matchup continuing on, but I believe Entomb Newt has just given up.
Dude!
Well, that's it. It doesn't matter, because nonetheless, Entomb Newt.
We're done.
Entomb Newt was... Yeah, Entomb Newt was going to lose nevertheless. GH5Q, ladies and gentlemen, is your official #1 contender. Will be advancing to face Butters for the title on the line against, again, Butters for the championship down the road in TGW. Yeah, listen, Entomb Newt was battling with an eye infection. His
Well,
eyes were hurting. He couldn't really play as well as before, but you have to give him credit, and to Nuke
yeah.
that is, for battling in there with an infection, and it really deterred his vision for a bit, but GH5Q was still as impressive.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, actually, with due respect to Newt for coming in here despite his, like his eye problem caused by Spider-Man, but still, Newt gave it his all. He was not able to win once again, but I believe the line that, like, if he does keep playing, he may win one game. We'll see.
All right, listen, you talk about dirt, but wouldn't it be webs?
You don't
Spider-Man?
understand Spider-Man 3. You've never watched Spider-Man 3, and it shows. It shows.
So I had to listen. I don't have to watch a movie to understand your joke. It's got to be a good one.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, ladies and gentlemen, from what I understand, again, the board of directors are watching it intently. They just confirmed that yes, GH5Q is your official #1 contender. Congratulations to this young man. Well, what's going to happen next in the Gaming Weekly? We'll find out. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.